this could be it. Okay, well, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is such a treat for us to do. My name is Keira Proctor.
I'm Chris Proctor. How's everybody doing?
And we are, again, super excited to be here with you. So if you haven't already, we would love to hear where everyone's joining us from. So you can put that in the chat feature on the side there. Zoom is such a really cool thing that we can use to kind of get together with people from all over the world, because typically when we're doing these classes, we are in our kitchen or in our living room or at someone else's, kitchen table with, 4 or 5 people. So to be able to come to you guys with, however many people, we may have up to 100 people tonight, is just really awesome. So thank you so much for being with us tonight. So at these workshops, we typically hear, and we have, by the way, before I get too far, we have a script that we follow, just as we do when we are around our living room table or our living room or our kitchen table. We follow this script. It's really that easy. So we've got it right here, and we're going to use this to help keep us on track. So at these workshops, we typically hear pretty common wellness goals or health goals for people and their families, things like immune support, natural home care, more energy, help with weight management, stress and sleep and things like that. And Young Living is able to address all of those things. So we're going to talk about a lot of oils tonight, but we're going to talk about things that are actually in some different product lines as well. We're not going to be able to get into all of the product lines because there's a lot of them, but we will do our best to sort of take tidbits of each of them to show you guys sort of how broad Young Living really is and how they really can help pretty much anybody, young, old, anyone really around the world can use Young Living.
Yeah. There's really no household that doesn't need some Young Living products. So.
For sure.
All right.
Nice.
Yep. So I just want to ask you a few questions. If you agree with them, please give me some thumbs up. Give me some hearts.
Yeah, thumbs up. We
thumbs
can't do
up.
hearts on.
Oh, yeah, we can't do hearts. That's right. This isn't Facebook Live. Number 1, do you agree that we live in a more toxic society than ever before?
And you can type I agree in the comments before. I love the thumbs up. Yes.
Do you agree that we no longer have a healthcare system, more like a sickness management system, and it seems like there's a pill for every ill? Yes. Do you agree that your health is your most precious commodity, and even those with a lot of wealth cannot buy health?
Mm-hmm.
And would you agree that even our precious pets are being exposed to harmful chemicals on a daily basis?
Yes. Pets all the time.
Yep. And would you agree that you can invest in your health today or sickness tomorrow, but one way or the other, you're going to pay a price?
Yes.
Yes.
So we are going to sort of address all of these questions and show you how Young Living can really, again, address these questions. During this class, we're going to talk about the what, why, and how of essential oils and a lot of the Young Living products. And at the very end, we are going to show you guys how you can get these products into your own homes so that you can start using them on yourself and on your families right away, just like we do. Sound good? All right, let's get started.
All right, so we're going to just talk about our why and what got us started with Young Living. We kind of, like a lot of people, I think we just didn't realize how many chemicals are really out there in the, whether it be in the foods we eat, whether it be in the products we put on our skin, and especially when it comes to cleaning products. There's a lot of nasty chemicals in a lot of these popular, store shelf cleaners that, we just really weren't aware of. We didn't really give much thought to it either. But what changed for us is when we had our first child, our son Wes, who's now 5. It's funny how having a kid kind of changes everything. You start thinking about a lot more things in different ways. And we really just wanted to get all the chemical junk out of our house so we could have a toxin-free environment for our children to live in, which is something that's really important to us. So that was really our goal and what got us started. And we got started with the Thieves Cleaner from Young Living. And it started with just the thieves, but now most everything in our house that Young Living makes has taken the place of old chemical-filled products that we used to use, which is really awesome. It's something we're really happy about.
Yeah, we've made that switch slowly over time. And again, we'll show you guys how you can do that as well. And it really has made a huge, huge difference in our lives. And then we took it one step further. People were asking us so much about these products that we sort of naturally talked about them like we would talk about our favorite pizza place. And here we are. And we love sharing this information with as many people as we possibly can. All right, so you may have noticed that essential oils are kind of a buzzword nowadays, right? You hear about them everywhere. Every place is selling them. So you can find them in big, discount stores or the store down the street, or pretty much anywhere you can find essential oils. I'm not going to name any specific store names, but they're everywhere, which is great because essential oils are awesome, but it's really scary because this is an unregulated industry. So we're going to talk about why we choose Young Living and only Young Living for ourselves and with our family. Because these oils are way different than the oils and products that you're going to find on Amazon or on the store down the street. So Young Living was doing farm to table way before it was sort of a trendy thing to do farm to table. They are a 23 plus year company, and they are very unique in that they are the only company in the entire world that controls the whole process from the seed all the way to the seal. And they call that process seed to seal. And you can find more about it. Actually, do you want to type that in maybe? At www.seedtoseal.com. It'll be just in the chat right there, in case you want to check it out after the class. You don't have to check it out right now. So we start with GMO-free seeds, of course. We use all organic farming practices, distill with steam, not with harmful chemicals. I'll come back to that in a second. And even label each lot of oil so that it can be tracked back to its origin. So for example, so you can see on the bottle there, there's a label. That little tracking label is not so someone can sort of ring it up at the register. You won't find this at a store. That is so it can be tracked back to its source for when they do the testing, both internally and remember also third-party testing. They can track these bottles if they need to. There's nothing added. There's nothing removed. These are pure essential oils, and that is 100% guaranteed. And you can learn more about that at the Seed to Seal website. One of the things in terms, I said, coming back to that distilling with steam, some companies, in order to get the plant to sort of give up its oil easier and quicker, will throw a chemical on it, and that chemical will sort of pull the oil out. But guess what happens? Then the oil is adulterated with that chemical, which is not what we want if we're putting these things on our bodies and in our bodies. So Young Living does not do that. I think that's a really important piece. All right. So people might be thinking, who cares? Who cares about purity? Why does that matter when I'm using essential oils? Well, like I said before, the essential oil industry is an unregulated industry, meaning that companies are able to label their bottles 100% pure. I have people say this all the time. They're like, oh, I got this bottle at the store down the street and it says 100% pure on it. Unfortunately, that labeling means squat. That really doesn't mean that there's 100% oil in there, because it's just a labeling. They can put whatever they want on the bottle, and that is really, really scary. Another reason why we only trust Young Living when it comes to the essential oils we're using with our family. Purity really does matter. This is a company we can trust, hands down. So why do we turn to essential oils? Well, for many reasons. We mentioned that before. So things like stress management and sleep and immune support, natural home care, weight management, and a ton more. And we were going to be touching on all of these this evening. So let's first talk about exactly what essential oils actually are.
So some of you may already know what essential oils are or have an idea. But basically what they are, they're the highly concentrated, fragrant, natural constituents that are found in plants. They come from the rind, the roots, the leaves, the stems, and the petals of the different plants. And they're actually what give the plant its characteristic aroma. And the essential oils are actually what also contain those wellness supporting properties, which is why kind of we like essential oils, right? Because they support wellness. A typical essential oil is going to contain about 100 different chemical compounds, each of which exhibits specific therapeutic properties. And it's for that reason that many essential oils can be used for a wide range of support for physical, emotional, spiritual, wellness, and beauty care issues, and also even for cleaning, which is really cool. I'm sorry?
Go into this too.
So you might be asking, how exactly do I use them? Great. I know what they do. How do I use them? So there's 3 different ways that we can use essential oils. We can use them through inhalation, so breathing them in. We can use them topically, so putting them on our bodies. And we can use them internally by taking them internally, so consuming them. We never, ever recommend that you consume any other essential oil other than Young Living. Again, going back to the purity and the standards that Keira just mentioned, we would never consume any oil other than Young Living. And you may or may not know this, but Young Living actually has an entire line of oils called Vitality oils, which are specifically designated for consumption. They're denoted by the white label. If you notice, the other ones have colored labels. The white label bottles of the Vitality line, and those are meant to be consumed by, however you choose to do that.
All right, so a couple safety pieces with essential oils before we get into actually using them. I don't know if any of you actually have some Young Living oils with you that you're going to be using as we go through this. So just a couple things. If you're new to essential oils, or really for anyone, particularly with kids, you should always dilute. Dilute, dilute, dilute. These oils are extremely concentrated. One drop, and sometimes even less than a drop, is all you're going to need, which makes them actually really economical. So you can use any sort of carrier oil. We like coconut oil, but you could use any vegetable-based oil, olive oil, jojoba, almond oil, any of those, any vegetable-based oil that you want, you can use. You would just put a little bit of the carrier oil in your hand, drop a drop of the oil, rub your hands together, and then you can apply that anywhere. Again, Chris mentioned you only want to ingest Vitality oils. If you ever get an oil in your eye, let's just talk about that one for a second, because it happens. You put your oils on somewhere and then you touch your face and it gets in your eye.
I've done it before.
Yeah, you don't want to wash it out with water, because water and oil don't mix. It's actually just going to spread the oil further. You're going to want to get your carrier oil out that we just talked about, put it on a cotton ball or a rag or something, and then swipe that across your eye until it dilutes it out and that uncomfortable feeling goes away. Only other thing to talk about is citrus oils are photosensitive, meaning if you slather yourself in a citrus oil like lemon or orange or tangerine, I'm not sure why you'd want to do that, but if you did, and then you went out in the sun, you would burn much more easily. So definitely be careful about that.
Don't do that.
So a lot of these oils that we're talking about, we're going to talk about how to use them straight, so like right out of the bottle, or how you could mix them with other things and kind of make other stuff. So you can make a sleepy time roll-on or an energy roll-on. But if you're not a DIY person, don't worry about it. We are not DIY people at all. There's a saying, you're either a DIY or a buy. We just like to buy stuff that's already made. Young Living came out with a bunch of new products just this summer, things like insect repellent and sunblock and all of this great stuff that you can just buy right for it from them, so you don't have to worry about sort of making your own concoctions. All right, let's get into these topics and talk about how these oils can support you.
All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about is probably one of the most common, if not the most common issue people want to support. How many of us have stress? Yeah, I see those hands going up. Yeah, I can see those hands going up. So they're great. We all have stress, right? Stress and negative emotions are something that we all experience, right? I think anybody who says they have no stress in their life maybe is not being honest. It's nice to have tools on hand that can help us. And we have a few oils that we can use to help manage some of those emotions like stress and help create a more calming atmosphere. And one of our favorites is this one right here. It's called Stress Away.
I know it's backwards, but.
Yep. Stress Away is a great one for helping with stress. It's one that we can diffuse, and it smells really nice. It's got a very kind of light aroma to it, a little bit of vanilla.
Yeah, it's a vanilla and lime. Some people say it smells like vacation. I've heard sugar cookies. It smells really yummy. It's definitely one of our favorites.
And one of my favorite uses of it is I've actually used it when sitting in traffic in my commute to and from work. It actually helps me out quite a bit. I am not a fan of traffic at all. So.
Yeah, I have one actually at my desk at work. We have them at home. I keep one in my purse. Stress Away is one that you're not going to want to be without. And again, this name of the oil kind of implies exactly what it does.
And the other thing, you can also apply it topically. You can use it through inhalation, or you can topically apply it. So it's something you can apply maybe to your wrist, like Keira's doing, maybe to your neck. And it just smells really nice. And it has that, again, supporting that calming sensation, easing your stress, easing your worries a little bit. And that's nice. You kind of just smell it, kind of all day long. So it's a really nice one to put on too.
I like to tell people, and I got this from someone on our team that enrolled us, actually, Jane McKenzie. She always says, take a breath in from your nose to your toes. So if you put the oil in your hands and you cup it over your hands, you take a big inhale, imagine it going right down to your toes, taking that big inhale. And you might have noticed I put that on straight, which is called putting it on neat. And again, you could certainly dilute. Okay, so moving on to the next oil is frankincense. So you guys may have heard of frankincense. I love frankincense. It sort of reminds me that oils are not new science, you guys. They have been around for thousands of years. I always like to say, if you want to know what baby Jesus smelled like, smell frankincense, because it was in the Bible. So Frankincense. It's known for its calming and grounding emotions, very helpful for stress. So we're still sort of talking about stress. And it's another one that many of us like to inhale just right out of the bottle. But again, you could also put it in your diffuser. You could put it on topically. We like to say if someone needs an attitude adjustment in our house, we put a drop of frankincense right on their head, straight from the bottle. We sort of chase our children with it around the house sometimes. But it also is actually really good for the skin. Frankincense is one of the headliners in the entire Young Living skincare line. Yep, there's a whole Young Living skincare line, which is a topic for another class. It's amazing. Spoiler alert there, but frankincense is in all of those products. So again, calming, supporting the skin. It's just a win-win, right? Frankincense is really great. Okay. There you go.
Next oil we come across is called lavender. This is one of our favorites. Lavender is often referred to as the Swiss Army knife of essential oils because you can use it for a variety of different things. Lavender is well known for its calming properties, so that's another one that can be kind of similar to stress away. If you inhale it, it's really nice to just kind of, again, take in that nice, the odor of pure lavender it's a really nice experience if you haven't smelled it before. And you can actually add it to water and make what's called a chill out spray. Or you can diffuse it to help create kind of a more calm atmosphere. And you could take that chill out spray, you can spray it on your pillows or on your blankets in your bed.
Kids' pillows and blankets.
Yep, or spray right in your kid's face.
No, don't.
You can spray it on the bed and then you lay down and you have a nice calming atmosphere to drift off to sleep, which is really nice. And you can also use it topically because it's actually very supportive of the skin. So you can put a dab of lavender on certain spots where you might need it. So you also kind of get that, double benefit of the skin support and then also the calming properties of lavender.
This was one of the first ones we used with our kids when they were really, really little. And instead of, I was still kind of a newbie at that point, I didn't want to put it right on my children. I mean, that's a totally personal decision. You know your kids best. But I would put a drop right on my hand and I would just rub my hand on their pillow or rub my hand on their sheets. Or if they had a stuffed animal, I could put a drop on the stuffed animal. That way they were inhaling the properties, but it wasn't directly on their skin. So just another idea. On the same topic of stress, Young Living has a couple other products outside of just oils. They've got bath bombs, stress away bath bombs, lavender bath bombs, lavender lotion would be super, super calming at night for yourself or your kiddos. Even things like there's actually Young Living this past just a couple months ago, or last month actually, came out with a seedlings line, which is basically a whole line for babies. Again, cool. We're not going to talk about all of those products tonight, but one of the things that we love are the baby wipes. Now you'll be thinking, baby wipes, I don't have a baby. They're the most amazing makeup removers ever. And they smell heavenly. So at night, to sort of take off your makeup and inhaling those oils, because there are oils on the wipes, it's super, super great just to sort of bring everyone down and great for the stress level. Hold on one second. You guys, make sure we want to make this interactive. So as we're going through here, if we go across one of your favorites, if you're someone who's already using essential oils, feel free to put it in the comments and stuff that that you're using and how you're liking it, as long as it's compliant, please. And we should have said this before, but let me just throw this out there. Nothing that we say tonight is meant to diagnose, treat, prescribe, or cure. I just want to make sure that we put that in there. We are not doctors. We are not curing anything. We are simply giving some experiences on how we use the oils. Sorry. Okay. All right. Next up is, okay, so we talked about sleep. We talked about sort of stress stuff. Let's switch to healthy weight management because this is a hot button topic for a lot of people as well. Many of us are looking for support in this way, and even more specifically support with sugar cravings. So let's talk about lemon because all of the citrus oils can help decrease your sugar cravings simply by putting a drop in a glass of water. So if my helpful assistant will help me, we've got a glass of water. You never want to put oils in plastic, glass or stainless steel only. You can put a drop, and I actually think this might be kind of running low, a drop in there. And as you can see, you can drink it. It's awesome for sugar cravings. And it just tastes really, really good. Lemon is known for its powerful detoxing properties. So sugar cravings, but again, detoxing properties as well. It can help throughout the day to ward off sugar cravings. And lemon is extremely high in the constituent D-limonene. I'm going to write that in here. So you can, limonene. So you can look that up, because just do a quick Google search and you will understand why we absolutely adore lemon oil, besides the fact that it tastes great, smells awesome. It's in a white bottle. So remember, that means that you can take it internally. This is an internal oil. 1 drop of lemon in your water every morning kickstarts your metabolism, kickstarts your lymphatic system, and just supports your overall body and immune function. We're going to talk about immune system support in a little bit. A lot of times when we're having classes, we'll actually add lemon oil to our hummus and just serve hummus and carrots. And it's really, really great in hummus. It adds just sort of a little kick, a little bit of something different. Yep. And you drink lemon in your water a lot too.
Yeah, I usually drink it in the morning first thing. So another one that's really good to add to water throughout the day, and it's good to help with cravings as well, and also just tastes amazing, is the peppermint oil. So again, you're noticing these oils are all white labeled Vitality. This oil, if you add it to water, it's not only going to help with sugar cravings, but it can actually help with digestive support, which is really important. And it's also a really good one to use to support exercise. Peppermint oil is really good for that. If you feel so inclined, feel free to Google that. Lots of information out there. And there's also a really cool line that Young Living has called the Sleek line that's really aimed at healthy weight management. They have products in that line such as gum, there's tea, there's a shake, and there's actually also, I'm forgetting one.
Oh, there's lots of them. There's capsules, there's the shake, the gum. And the gum, you guys, is actually made from frankincense resin. The taste is a little wild. It's pretty cool, but that's part of the Sleek line. And
then there's also a really awesome protein powder that Young Living has called Pure Protein Complete. It's a great way to help your body recover from exercise, and it's also a great go-to meal, a healthy snack in a pinch.
Yeah, and Peppermint, we talked about exercise in water. Yep. Before I run, I love this one. For if there's any runners out there, this is a great one to have on hand, even smelling it right out of the bottle, but in the water as well, like Chris said.
And we know that exercise and staying active is like super important to maintaining healthy weight, right? We all know that, hopefully. So what about supporting those muscles and bones before and after workouts? So the next oil that we're going to talk about was actually one of my we call it a gateway oil for me. One of the ones that really opened my eyes to the power of these products.
If you guys have any men in your life who are skeptical about oils, you need to put Panaway on them.
Panaway is a fantastic oil that's always with me. I always have it in my little oil bag that I carry with me. It's a really powerful blend of wintergreen, peppermint, helichrysum, and clove, and it's meant to be used topically and sometimes mixed with a carrier oil. And what it's going to do, it's really good to use before and especially after physical activity when you might need a little extra support for those joints, for the muscles. It's really great for that. You can take a couple drops, mix it with carrier oil, and kind of apply it to the affected area.
Some people say it smells like a root beer float or a cream soda. I get more of the wintergreen on it, but it smells really yummy.
Yep. And I did a CrossFit workout not too long ago, and I was literally sore for a week, and I was like bathing in Panaway pretty much daily. And then peppermint, again, it's another great one. We mentioned it's a great one for fitness, and it's found in the Panaway blend, but it also works on its own if you want to rub it on some muscles, when you need it.
And something just to point out too that, so for example, the peppermint that comes in the starter kit comes in a white bottle. You can see the white bottle, meaning it is a Vitality oil. I hope you guys have learned that by now. But there is a peppermint you can get that is in a sort of greenish bluish bottle. Important to know that the oil in those bottles are the same. It's an FDA sort of regulation thing that there is a bottle that's for internal use that has a white label. Then there's going to be a bottle that has a greenish bluish label that's for aromatic or topical use. But the oil in them is the same. So when you get your own oils and you bring them home into your own house, you can feel free to use them how you would like. But again, the oil that comes in the starter kit, the peppermint, is white, which means it is an internal oil. All right, so speaking of those internal oils with the white labels, let's talk about copaiba. Oh, copaiba, there's the next one. All right, amazing oil. Doesn't smell like much. And after you smell something like peppermint, you're going to smell this one and think you aren't really smelling anything. It's kind of like a watered down cinnamon. But again, don't let that mild aroma fool you. This is a super powerful oil. It packs a punch with regards to supporting the skeletal and muscular system. Powerhouse oil contains 53% beta-caryophyllene. I'll have to type that one in there after. But you can Google that as well. And it helps the body to restore and regenerate. So a lot of us will add this to like a cup of hot water, a cup of tea with honey at the end of the day before you go to bed. And that way overnight, the oil is sort of working its regenerative properties on you while you sleep. It's labeled a vitality oil, remember, but again, this one does come in a non-vitality oil bottle if you did want to get another one. So another couple products that support exercise.
Yep, this is a brand new one too. Just came out a couple months ago. It's called Amino Wise. And basically what this one's going to do for us, it's a complex of amino acids and antioxidants that helps with fatigue and enhances muscle recovery during and after exercise. This one's really great. I've been using this one pretty much consistently for the past couple of weeks, and I love it. I think it's a really great product. I know you use it.
I use it after my runs. So it is great to help increase blood flow, or during my run and after, because it helps to increase blood flow to your muscles. Also helps get rid of lactic acid. So that burn that you feel when you're exercising, that's lactic acid buildup. This can help get rid of that. So think of this one as a replacement for your like neon colored sports drinks. I'm not going to mention any brand names here, but neon colored sports drinks, this is your new option. So remember, we said Young Living is a lifestyle company. They're going to sort of infiltrate all of parts of your life to help give you more natural options. Okay, one other supplement to talk about muscles and fitness. This is Agiles. This is a product that came out last year. And so I don't say anything that is not compliant. The back of the bottle says Agiles is perfect for an active lifestyle, supports the body's response to acute inflammation in healthy individuals, promotes healthy joint flexibility and mobility, and supports cartilage health. So if you are active, this is one that you may want to have.
I'm a big fan of that.
All right. So we talked about exercise, we talked about a bunch of things. Let's move on to immune support, because this is a hot button topic as well. Immune support is super important for the whole family. I know we're in summer, at least in this area, we're in summer right now, and then we'll be going into the fall and then winter, but this is the time we want to be building our immune systems so that we're not trying to play catch up then come fall and winter. We want our body functioning properly now so that we can handle things as they come up. So let's talk about the air we breathe, because that's pretty darn important. I'm going to hold that one up. So let's talk about purification. This one helps clean the air, helps purify the air and leaving it smelling really fresh. It's a very clean scent. I know a lot of people that like to add this to their laundry, add it to dryer balls. I don't know if anybody else has left laundry in the washing machine for a little too long before putting it in the dryer.
Yep.
And it gets that kind of musty smell. Purification, it does awesome. Put a couple drops in there. It works great. So, in this time of year when a lot of us have like air conditioners going, if you have all the windows shut, it can get a little stuffy. Purification can really help purify the air. And it supports, again, the whole body from this super plant power. On a side note, anyone burn food? Has anyone had a stinky dog? Stinky hockey equipment? Purification will do all of that. One trick that I love with purification is to put a drop inside the toilet paper roll on the cardboard. So if you put a drop right on there, every time you pull the toilet paper, it's like a little burst of purification. It's like a little diffuser in your bathroom. Love that one. For those of you so there is an insect repellent now. It's awesome. I think you should all try it. If you want to make your own, let's talk about an outdoor adventure spray. A lot of people use purification to do that, because one of the oils in purification, because it's a blend, is actually citronella. So you can put 2 and 2 together there. Okay.
All right. Our next oil is one of my favorites, been my savior many times. So this one is called Digestive, and it's used to support our gut and our digestive system, which obviously plays a big role in overall immune health. So there's, you can tell by the name, it's meant to support your digestive system. So you can actually take a drop right out of the bottle. I'll put a drop right under my tongue. You can put it in a capsule, a vegetable capsule, put a couple drops in there and swallow the capsule. If you just can't stand the taste, it's a little strong. I actually like it, but or you can actually mix it with a carrier oil and then put it on topically to support. And it's just really great for, any of those times you had maybe your eyes were a little bit bigger than your belly and you had a little more than you should have. Really great to pull out the Digest to help support making you feel a little better.
This one, some people love it. Like Chris said, he loves this one. It's a sort of a harder sell for other people in terms of the smell. However, it works like a charm. The things in here like anise and fennel and tarragon, ginger, those things that are super supportive to the digestive system are all sort of mixed up and put in this bottle. Digest is something, thankfully, I don't use a lot, but gosh, when I need it, I am so glad that I have it. I always travel with Digest. Again, even though I don't use it every day, when I need it, I definitely want to have it. One other product that Young Living has, and there's a few or a bunch, we're only going to talk about one, is Life 9. Life 9 is Young Living's probiotic. I don't know if you guys, how much you know about probiotics and our gut health, but a huge percentage of our immune system is actually in our gut with that healthy bacteria that's in there. So Young Living has, they used to have, it was Life 5, and now it's Life 9 because they added 4 new strains of healthy bacteria. What I love about their probiotic is that it's time released. So those capsules don't break down in your stomach where your stomach acid is then going to eat all that good bacteria. They don't break down until they're in the part of your intestine that they need to be. That's when the capsule breaks down and releases those probiotics, which is, awesome. That's where you want them to be in your digestive system. So Life 9 is a good one. Okay. So the goal here is to stay well. We're still talking about immune system support and sort of on the respiratory track. Let's talk about staying well in that standpoint. When we're stuffy, maybe we're having some trouble breathing. We need help just kind of, let's say, opening up, particularly with little ones, with kids. Let's talk about RC for a second. This was one of our sort of family gateway oils that we had a huge, what's the word I'm looking for?
Aha moment.
Aha moment. Yes, exactly. So RC contains 3 different kinds of eucalyptus and works together to support the respiratory system. If I could, I wish I could pass this around to all of you guys so you could smell it, because when you take a deep inhale, even if you just do it right from the bottle, I mean, you can instantly feel how it opens you up. This would be great to put, again, in the diffuser. Thinking about maybe kids or even yourself in the fall and winter if you need some help with breathing. In the diffuser, this would be awesome, particularly at night. Opens up the lungs, opens up the throat. It's awesome. Do you have anything else to add with RC?
Yeah, so when we had our kind of aha moment, our son woke up in the middle of the night and he was in need of some respiratory support, and it was, kind of keeping him from getting back to sleep. So we came into our room, and he was really having a tough time, and we put the RC on him, and I mean, within 10 minutes he was asleep and was out for the night. And it was truly one of those experiences that if you didn't see it, you really wouldn't believe it. But we were there, we saw it, it was incredible.
And we had it. And that's part of the reason why we're so passionate about teaching other families, moms and dads, or even people who aren't moms and dads, because to have this, to empower families and to empower people to take care of your health is just, it's just amazing. So again, you just have to kind of try these products, I guess, to believe them by yourself. But all right, we saved the best for last. We're still on immune support. Let's talk about Thieves, because Thieves is awesome. The beloved Thieves. It is a blend of cinnamon, clove, lemon, eucalyptus, and rosemary, and works to support the entire immune system. This combination of plants supports the body in a very synergistic way. Many of our team members use this, including we do. And we have many touch points with Thieves throughout the day, because every time you're using a Thieves product, every time you are putting it in your mouth, we'll talk about that, or using it to clean, or putting it on your skin, you're getting those immune boosting properties. Not only you, but remember, these are your kids too. In using these products, this is part of the reason why we stay out of the doctor's office. We only go for our yearly well visit physicals for us and our children. So the Thieves Vitality that comes in the kit, remember, white bottle. A lot of people like to make cinnamon milk with this. Our kids love cinnamon milk, which is just warm almond milk with some local honey, if you can get it, or just regular honey, and a drop of Thieves. Mix it up. It is delicious. My kids ask for it they would ask for that before they would ask for, hot chocolate or something. Thieves by itself straight is a really hot oil, so you do kind of want to dilute it down in that almond milk with the honey. Makes for a great, great drink. Again, immune support. Another couple oils that we talked about tonight that are great for immune support, frankincense and lemon. So even mixing those together, you can even make a roller ball or something that you could use for immune support throughout the times that you need it. There's a Young Living supplement called Inner Defense, which contains Thieves, but it's in pill form, and it has a couple other oils in it. It's like supercharged Thieves. Inner defense is something that you're going to want in your house. You're going to want to buy it now. It goes out of stock in the winter. So it's something that when you need it, you need it. You're not going to be able to wait for the shipment to come in. I actually just bought a bottle last month because we want to make sure that we have it on hand all the time. Okay. So because of the Thieves' efficacy and popularity, Young Living has a whole line of supporting Thieves products, like I was saying. So we're just going to talk about a couple of them. Want to talk about this one?
Yep. This is the Thieves Cleaner. This is the one that we got started, kind of started our Young Living journey. And this stuff is absolutely incredible. It's great on any surface. We use it on everything. And a lot of times people look at this bottle and they might say, that's a really small bottle. But this stuff is super, super concentrated. And the thing to realize is that all you need is just one capful in 32 ounces of water, right? One capful in 32 ounces of water. So this will go a really long way.
Gets you about maybe 22 to 24 bottles of cleaner.
Right. So it saves you money and it does a better job. So you can't beat that.
Yeah. So for those of you who might have been coming on here, I mean, maybe you wanted to learn about the oils and that's awesome. But maybe you were like us and your main goal was really just to kind of clean your house, to get rid of the toxic junk that's in there. This is an amazing place to start. So Thieves Cleaner. Another one of the Thieves products, Thieves Hand Soap. I don't know if you guys have watched the news lately. There are some products that are in some of these antibacterial soaps that aren't so good for you. So we don't use those products. We decide to use we choose to use Thieves foaming hand soap. It smells just like Thieves. It's awesome.
It's another touch point with Thieves in your day. You can't get enough of those.
Yep. How many people brush your teeth? I brush my teeth. Yes. No, you don't, Amy. Don't brush your teeth. So Thieves Aroma Bright toothpaste. There are actually a couple different toothpastes. This is the one that we love the most. Our kids even use this one. Yep. And I know some people who actually use this under their arms in the summertime, or really, I guess, anytime throughout the year. Okay. There's a whole lot more Thieves products. There's a dish soap. There's laundry detergent. There's dishwasher detergent. Again, that's a class for another time to go through all of the Thieves products, but just safe to know that we've got a couple Thieves products in our Essential Rewards order every month. And most people who are part of Young Living and on Essential Rewards, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, have one or two Thieves products in their order every month because they're needing to replace their hand soap or their bar soap or their toothpaste or whatever it may be, and supporting their immune system that way. All right, let's talk about Nature Red.
All right, so Nature Red is probably one of our top Young Living products. It's a great way that you can use the product. The Nature Red can support every single body system and help you with every single. It's a juice, yeah. Can support every body system, and it can really address every single concern that we talked about tonight with the oils as well.
And this one thing,
whether it's sleep, whether it's stress, immune support, healthy muscles and bones, maintaining healthy weight. Nature Red is Young Living's super antioxidant drink. And it's incredible. That's like if you had one thing to get started with, it would be Nature Red. Mm-hmm. So that's probably the easiest switch you can make to start supporting your health and wellness more effectively. And it's one of the best products that we've used.
Yeah, so like Chris said, it's sort of it's an antioxidant juice. It's made from the wolfberry as a wolfberry puree. So it's not just that they took these little berries and sort of squeezed them out. It's actually a full wolfberry puree. It has a bunch of other juices in it, like cherry, aronia. It even has essential oils in it, tangerine, and lemon. So this is a huge antioxidant power boost. 1 ounce of Nature Red, just so you know what the antioxidant power is of Nature Red, contains the same. So 1 ounce of Nature Red has the same antioxidant power as 100 oranges, 814 blueberries, 22 carrots, 10.8 pounds of spinach, 59 broccoli florets, 73 strawberries, and 93 apples. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to go out and buy that much produce.
Now, we're not telling you to stop eating your fruits and vegetables. Yeah. We're not saying that.
But this has a huge antioxidant, again, an antioxidant boost. Many people who drink this notice more energy. This is one of the ways that I stopped drinking caffeine, and there's no caffeine in here. Stronger hair and nails, clearer skin, just better overall health.
Yep.
Okay, so everyone take a deep breath because that was a lot of information.
That was a lot.
But isn't it awesome to see how many products that we can truly use to support our health? How many things that we can switch out that, you know, we like to say to do the switch to safer. We can switch out the products that might be harmful to our health and sort of break down our health and add in products that support us and boost our health and keep our families healthy. So the oils themselves are actually really economical because remember, you only use 1 drop at a time. There's about 85 to 100 drops in a bottle, that the size bottle that comes in the starter kit. We call them starter kit oils because they're a smaller bottle. Once you run out of those and you buy a bigger bottle, this happens to be Christmas spirit, but you can see, so the smaller bottle has about 85 to 100 drops. This bigger bottle has about 250 to 300 drops, and you're only using 1 drop at a time. So like I said, super economical. Okay, how do you get started? I'm sure you guys are dying to know now that we've gone over this. How do we get started with Young Living? Well, there's actually 3 ways people typically get started. It's usually with a wholesale account, and to get a wholesale account, there are 3 different kits. If you get a starter kit, you automatically get a wholesale account. And all that means is that you're getting 24% off of everything you order for the life of your account. It's not like you have to pay a fee every year. The only thing that you're required to do is spend at least $50 in a calendar year. Believe me, you're going to do that. So let's go over the kits now so you guys have an idea of how you can get started with Young Living. Now, all of the kits will come with this fun little treasure box. We like to call it a treasure box. And in this treasure box, in the bottom of it, you are going to get 2 packets of Ningxia Red. You're going to get a bottle of Stress Away. You're going to get a roller filament that, I don't know where that went, but you're going to get a roller filament that can go on the top of the bottle so that you can actually just roll the oil on instead of having it drop out. You're going to get a bunch of sample sachets of oil that you can hand out to friends. So if someone comes over and, you know, they love your peppermint, don't give them your bottle of peppermint, give them their own sample that they can go home with. Or you also get these little glass bottles. So you could put a couple drops of peppermint here and then you give that to your friends. So you're not giving up your sacred bottles of oil there. So all of the kits, all 3 kits come with all of that stuff. Now, there is a oils starter kit. Now the oil starter kit comes with the 10 oils that we talked about, plus the Stress Away. So it actually comes with 11 oils. It comes in this nice little display case that actually has a stand on the back. So if you wanted to just kind of stand it up on your counter, you have a way that you can sort of easily see your oils. Now, this oils kit is actually the only thing in the Young Living product guide that's about 50% off. It is hugely reduced. If you were to price all of this out, it costs about $300. But this kit actually is only $160, and it comes with a diffuser. Almost the best part. We talked a lot about using the oils aromatically by putting them in a diffuser. We have one going behind us here that you can kind of see in the background, or this is another one. So either one, this is called the Dewdrop that Chris just held up. This is the home diffuser. Each one of those with the 11 oils is only $160, which is, gosh, that's a steal.
It's a great deal.
And there are a couple other diffusers if you wanted to upgrade. There's definitely other ones that you could that you can get with the starter kit. Then there's the Thieves Kit. So if your main goal, again, was to sort of clean out your house and sort of get rid of the toxic stuff in your house, you're going to want to go with the Thieves Kit. It's the kit that actually we started with. That comes with a 15, the big bottle of Thieves oil, the Aroma Bright toothpaste, the Thieves mouthwash that we didn't even show you guys tonight, 2 bottles of the Thieves cleaner, 2 of the hand soaps, 2 Thieves sprays, which are little travel sprays, and 2 hand purifiers, which I don't see we have one here, but like waterless hand purifier that you can use on the go. The kids love it. It's awesome. And there's none of that nasty triclosan that's in a lot of the over-the-counter sort of waterless hand purifier things. That kit, again, it's well over $200 worth of stuff. And again, that kit is also only $160. Also gets you the 24% off. And then the other kit, the 3 most popular ones, is the Ningxia Red kit. Remember Ningxia Red that we talked about? If there's one thing you want to do for your health, gosh, it's get Ningxia Red. Drink 1 ounce daily. That's really all you need to do. And then you'll start noticing the difference. So the Ningxia Red kit comes with 2 big 750 ml bottles of Ningxia Red, 30 of those packets that we showed you, and then 14 of something called Ningxia Nitro, which is basically Ningxia Red that's mixed with a little bit of caffeine and this power pack little foil packet. Think of those energy shots that you can get at lots of like gas stations and things like that. This is sort of Young Living's version of that. It does contain a little caffeine. That's actually the only caffeine that I drink. I do it before my run. I would not run without it. It makes that big of a difference for me. So there is an option. People sometimes will say, well, I only want 1 bottle. You know what? If you only want one thing, maybe you wanted 1 bottle of lemon or 1 thieves cleaner, yes, you can purchase retail. If you're okay paying full price, there's that option as well. But most people choose to get a starter kit and also then a wholesale account. And there's another perk of being a wholesale member that Chris is going to talk to you about.
That program is called Essential Rewards, and it's a fantastic rewards program that Young Living offers. And it's one of the many perks of choosing the wholesale account. So in addition to getting your 24% off, the wholesale account also offers the exciting perk called Essential Rewards. And while it's certainly not required, our extremely popular ER program, Essential Rewards, is an easy and affordable way to incorporate those oils and wellness supporting products into your home every single month. The program is extremely customizable and extremely flexible. You are not locked into anything. You are not signing your life away. And you choose what's going to go into your wellness box every month. You choose when it's going to be delivered, when it's going to be processed. And it's really just your one-stop shopping for all your daily items, your shampoos, your hand soaps, your lotions, protein powder, skincare, you name it. And of course, all those oils and supplements that Young Living has to offer you. And, you know, how many of you buy all those things, or at least some of those things that I just mentioned on a regular basis? We buy
toothpaste, shampoo, soap, laundry detergent. Yeah.
So most of us are buying these things anyway, right? So what better than to get them delivered directly to us? So the only requirement with it is if you're on Essential Rewards, there's a 50 PV minimum each month. You have to order $50 worth of product, about $50 worth of product each month. That's really not hard to do with all the stuff that they offer.
Think of how much you spend when you go to Target and you stock up on all that stuff.
Target. And the best part of this program is you receive a percentage back in points on each order you make every single month, and you can then redeem those points for products, which is awesome because you get your products that you want delivered to your home, and then you get points back for more free stuff, which is, I mean, I like free.
You want to tell them the percentages?
Yes. And here's how it works. Months 1 through 3 that you're in Essential Rewards, you're going to earn 10% back in points on whatever you ordered. So if you ordered $300, you're going to get 30 points back. Months 4 through 24, you're going to get 20% back. So on that same $300 order, once you hit that 4-month mark, you're getting 60 points back on that order. And then months 25 plus, you earn 25% back. We get 25% back. We've been on Essential Rewards for well over 4 years now. And we love it because we get tons of free stuff, and it's a great way to try new products. You'll also, at months 3, 6, 9, and 9, you're actually going to get a loyalty gift from Young Living. And on your yearly anniversary, of being on Essential Rewards, you're actually going to get a special essential oil blend that's only available to people on ER. No one else can order it. You can't go on the website and just order it.
It's called loyalty.
Yeah, it's called loyalty. You have to be on ER to get it. It's a pretty cool blend. So it's a really great way, again, to get your products, but then also earn something back, which is a really nice perk.
And you guys are the gatekeepers of your home, right? You decide what comes into your home, what products come into your home. This is such a nice way to start to slowly switch over the things that you have, because it would be unreasonable to think that you were going to switch out your whole house all at once to all of these products, right? That would just be crazy. But by using Essential Rewards, you can customize your box every month so that you have control of what's coming into your house. You have control of what your family is exposed to, and you can do that a little bit at a time with Essential Rewards. I don't know about you, but Target doesn't give me those kind of percentages back. Nope. And those points that you get back is like cash with Young Living. Then you can purchase free stuff. So although, like Chris said, totally optional program, most people decide to jump right on in because it just makes sense. It saves you money, and it helps you get onto this healthy lifestyle.
And I don't think I mentioned, if I did, I apologize. You are not locked into it for any period of time. It's not like something that once you try it, you're locked into it for a year. You can cancel it whenever you want.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool.
So one other perk of being a wholesale member that I just want to talk to you about is Young Living's what they call their 3 and Free program. So Young Living is a referral-based program. So once you get your wholesale membership, you're going to have a member number.
You're ready to come outside?
So let's say your neighbor comes over who loves your peppermint, like we were saying. If they say, oh my gosh, I love that, I want to get one of those diffusers and those oils too. If you just give them your member number, they can actually plug that right into the website when they're ordering, and you're going to get a thank you check from Young Living. You're actually going to get $50 for every person that uses your member number. So you sign up 3 people, you're going to get a check for $150, which almost completely covers the cost of your starter kit.
At that point, your kit costs you $10. That's pretty good.
Exactly. Again, great program, totally optional. You don't ever have to share with anyone if you don't want to, but most people do because they find that it's made such a big difference in their life. So really quick, I'm actually going to do a screen share with you guys, just for those of you who aren't already members of Young Living, and you're thinking you want to get started, we would love to hear from you in the chat feature. Put what kit makes the most sense. Do you think, or if you already have a kit, which one did you start with? Did you start with the oils kit? Did you start with the thieves kit? Or did you start with Ningxia Red? We'd love to know. So go ahead and put that over there. I am going to quickly screen share this. A couple of things. If I can figure out how to do that. Start share. Okay. Okay, so first thing before I do that, I also wanted to show you guys, Young Living has promos. So as if the ER stuff wasn't good enough, Young Living has promos every single month. And they change every single month. So if you spend 100 PV, which again is equal to about $100, and you're on Essential Rewards, you're gonna get a free bottle of Lavender Vitality this month. Just for free, Young Living's gonna send it to you to say, hey, thank you so much. And you can see what we've got this month. So at 190, you are gonna get a big 15 ml bottle of fennel. And if you're on ER, if this is an ER order at 190, you're also gonna get Thieves and Lavender at 250. You're gonna get Rutavala. We don't have time to get into how amazing that is. Rutavala you can only get right now through an Essential Rewards or through placing a 250 PV order. You can't buy it individually. And at 300, you're also going to get Essential Zyme. So at 300, so just think about this. You spend 300 PV, you're going to get $195 worth of free stuff, which is pretty awesome. Okay. So for those of you who are wondering, well, how the heck do I get started? I'm going to show you. So you'd go to youngliving.com. You can see up here, and up over on the corner here, there's something that says become a member. If you click on that, it's going to bring you to a screen that defaults you to member, because like I said, like Chris and I were talking about, most people, the majority of people start as a member, and all that means is that you're getting a starter kit and that you want that 24% off and the ability to be on Essential Rewards and to share with other people if you would like. Remember, none of that is required. You're going to click your country. We do have some people who are outside of the United States. You can change these as needed. And then you're going to click, I was referred by a member and I have their ID. Now I'm going to put our ID in here just to show you guys what the next screen looks like. But if you are not part of Young Living right now, you're going to go back to the person that invited you to this Zoom and get their number. And you're going to put that right in here. And you're going to put it in both spots for sponsor and enroller and click continue. And then here are your starter kits. So again, it defaults to this awesome, awesome oils kit that comes with the 11 oils. And then you get to choose your diffuser. So this is the one, the Dewdrop we talked about. You can upgrade to the Aria, which is an awesome diffuser, or the Rainstone or the Home diffuser. You get to pick. If you wanted a different kit, you can click up here. You can click Thieves or Ningxia kits. Okay. Down here is Essential Rewards. So you choose. Young Living is all about options, which is one of the things I love about Young Living. It gives you the option to decide what is best for you, what products is best for your family. The minimum, remember, like Chris said, is only $50. So if you wanted to choose one of these preset kits, the Thieves one is probably the most popular, at least that we've seen with our team. There's also Ningxia Red kit, or you can customize your own kit. And remember, you only have to put in 50 PVs worth. Obviously, these are a little bit more, but you can customize your own kit. So it's your own wellness box of what makes sense for you and your family. You can confirm that. And then you can add more products here. If you wanted to add anything else onto your order, you wanted to try the baby wipes or the skincare line or whatever it may be, you can add anything on there. If you were to hit next, I'm just going to continue through this for a second. Then you're going to put in your information here, all your personal information. You're going to pick a username and a password. And then after you click through that, you're going to put in your, just going to stop the screen share for a second. At the end, you put in your billing information, pick your shipping, and that is it. It's as easy as that. Then the person who invited you to this class is going to connect you with our big, essentially powerful team on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. We have a website. We have a YouTube channel. We are here to help you guys. We would never say, and no one on Essentially Powerful would ever want someone to sign up with Young Living and then feel like they just got deserted. We are here to help you. We are here to support you. We have lots of resources and classes. There's a men's Essentially Powerful man cave. So all of you guys that are on here, or if you women have any guys in your life who want to be connected with that, you can certainly get in there as well. That was a lot of information.
That was.
I hope that was helpful for you guys. I think, thank you so much for joining us. I'll probably stop the recording here, and then we can answer maybe any other questions that anybody has. I'm going to do something. All right. Thanks so much, guys.